First of all, we have indicated in the past that as a normalization committee, we're ensuring that we succeed with this international series and tour, and we're glad that it's now behind us. We had to fulfill contractual obligations so that we, first of all, do not worsen some mistakes that had already been made. I think you recall that we had committed to host, bless you, we had committed to host the African Cup, and for one reason or the other, it couldn't happen because of the leadership challenges. And at the same time, we had also committed to fulfill certain international obligations, which had been made a lot earlier. So one of the things that we agreed to do, to prioritize, was to ensure that this tour and the series that just concluded takes place. And that's why World Netball, on whose behalf we've been serving the community, was very, very closely involved. I think, as also we communicated in the past, we have a roadmap in terms of securing our work. And that roadmap includes us getting the discussion back on course for the league to happen. We would like to have the calendar for 2024 put in place. There's been a lot of, musings and conversations about the league, this and the other. This league, I think, should have started sometime in November, if all of you recall. And then that was around the time when World Netball asked the previous executive to stand down. So we get on board and hit the ground running. And we needed, of course, to learn quickly, ensure that the international trip takes place. So right now, one of our priorities is to ensure that we have the 2024 calendar put in place. We have already initiated conversations with potential sponsors and would like to solidify those conversations so that we can work on seeing how they can support us on different activities of the calendar. And the league is very high on them. We have also very closely engaged with World Netball on this, and they're fully supportive, including some potential international participants and partners. So the league is a matter of time. I think we will need the press and the public to just be patient, including the netball family. I think some people had been attempting to start their own league. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with club managers and everybody and tell them, calm down. We're in this together. I think we are on the same side. We will agree on how the league rolls out. We have encouraged people to just be patient. Let's first have the national team finish the tour which just ended, and then now we shall engage on this conversation on the league and other activities for the calendar. I think we're the reigning champions for the under-21s. They have an activity in Cape Town. We need to engage with our partners and stakeholders on how we can go and defend this cup in Pretoria, rather. And I think that's very soon in March. So there's a lot of things that the committee has to do. And I think you've heard, we need to have coaching sessions, technical officials, and several things, generally as federations operate. And that's really what we, as the normalization committee, will happen. I think this question has been asked in more than one way. Radio 1, Kabozi Kobiri.
Same question, twisted.
Yeah, so it's the league is very crucial to the functioning of the federation, and I think we appreciate that. And also, by the way, we've gotten feedback from fans and other stakeholders. What are you going to do to ensure that the league comes back? We're very alive to that concern, and we're going to do everything to ensure that the league takes off. Whoever asked might have forgotten. We have indicated that at the tail end of our activity, we'll ensure that we've streamlined, first of all, the membership of the federation. Right now, we are working on ensuring that the membership is thoroughly streamlined so we can ascertain who can come to a meeting. It's a big question mark right now, and it's part of the work that we are embarking on. But we would like to hope that in the coming 2 to 3 months, we'll have thoroughly written a constitution, engaged in a conference with all stakeholders, and I think the stakeholders are known. World Netball, African Netball, club managers, government of Uganda, fans, the athletes themselves, and then we will have a document. Sponsors, thank you. I could be forgetting some, and then this document will formally be discussed in an assembly. So that's why it's important also for us to streamline who can be in that assembly. But right now we are gathering views. Some people have been volunteering those views before we ask for them. Thank you. Please keep sending them. But having done that, we'll also then have to put in place a clear election roadmap. So there's a bit of work. We can assure you we don't want to stick around for long. We want to make sure that we bring on board a team that will continue running along with activities of the Federation.